Ever pause to think about what's really in the lunch meats you or your kids are eating? It's a question that may seem simple, yet it carries a weight of significance. Processed lunch meats? They're a staple in many households, aren't they? Found in the refrigerator aisle, these packages of pre-sliced ham, turkey, and other meats are a go-to for quick and easy meals. I understand that you're in a rush in the morning trying to get everyone ready for the day. A sandwich with a slice or two of these lunch meats, maybe some cheese and a smear of mustard, is an instant lunch solution. Or perhaps it's the weekend and you're whipping up a batch of homemade pizzas. A scattering of chopped ham or pepperoni is a favorite topping, right? They're convenient, they're tasty, and they're readily available. But do you have any idea exactly what goes into these processed lunch meats? Sure, the package might say chicken or beef, and I'm sure there's some in there, but what else is in it? The list of ingredients can be a long one, filled with words that are hard to pronounce, let alone understand. And it's not just the mystery elements that are a cause for concern. Even the familiar ingredients can raise eyebrows. Take salt, for instance. While it's a common and necessary part of our diet, the levels in processed meats can be so much higher than what's recommended for healthy consumption. So we find ourselves in a bit of a conundrum. On one hand, we have the undeniable convenience and palatability of processed lunch meats. On the other, there's the less than appetizing reality of what's actually in them. But what if I told you that these seemingly harmless slices of meat could be very harmful to your health? Processed lunch meats are loaded with chemicals and additives. That tasty slice of ham or turkey in your sandwich is more than just meat. It's a cocktail of chemical preservatives, color enhancers, and flavor boosters. Let's take a closer look at what lurks beneath the surface. First up, we have nitrates and nitrites. These chemicals act as powerful preservatives, preventing the growth of harmful bacteria. They're also responsible for that appealing pink color we associate with fresh meat. But the levels of these substances in some of your favorite lunch meat brands can be startlingly high compound, that with the frequency that you give those sandwiches to your child, and you might just be setting them up for a life of chronic disease and pain. Next, let's talk about sodium. Sodium is a necessary nutrient, but in excess it can be very dangerous to certain groups of people whose bodies can't handle a fluid load. Salts are used in processed meats not only as a preservative, but also to enhance the flavor. The average slice of lunch meat can contain up to 400 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly a fifth of the recommended daily intake for adults. But wait, there's more. Some processed meats also contain other chemicals, like phosphates for moisture retention, and even MSG for a savory boost. All these additives might make your sandwich taste better in your opinion, but at what cost? The health hazards these chemicals pose are alarming. Overconsumption of nitrates and nitrites has been linked to certain types of cancer. High sodium intake can lead to hypertension, heart disease, and stroke. Phosphates can harm kidney function, and MSG can trigger headaches and other allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. So the next time you reach for that convenient package of sliced meat, remember, there's more to lunch than meets the eye. Understanding what's really in your food is the first step towards making healthier choices for you and your family. Ingesting these chemicals can lead to serious health issues. When we speak of chemicals in processed meats, we're talking about substances like sodium nitrate, phosphates, and other additives. Long-term consumption of these can significantly increase the risk of developing chronic diseases. Let's delve into a few of these. One of the major villains in the story is sodium nitrate, a preservative used to maintain the appealing color of processed meats. Regular ingestion of sodium nitrate has been linked to an increased risk of heart disease. This is because it can damage your blood vessels, making your arteries more likely to harden and narrow, leading to heart disease. Another harmful additive is phosphate. While phosphates are naturally present in many foods, the artificially added phosphates in processed meats are absorbed more efficiently by our bodies, leading to excessive levels. Studies have shown a connection between high phosphate levels and an increased risk of kidney disease. Hyperphosphatemia, or high phosphate levels, has emerged as a significant indicator of mortality in advanced chronic kidney disease, CKD, over the last decade. Studies show that even in CKD stage 5 patients, where mortality rates are already high, a notable portion of deaths are linked to elevated phosphate levels. Moreover, recent findings suggest that even moderately high phosphate levels are independently associated with cardiovascular events and mortality in the general population. Then there's the issue of the high salt and fat content in these processed meats. Both have been associated with health conditions like obesity and high blood pressure. Over time, these conditions can lead to more serious issues like diabetes and stroke. And let's not forget about the big C, cancer. A report by the World Health Organization classifies processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen. This means that there's sufficient evidence to link processed meats to cancer, specifically colorectal cancer. These health risks aren't negligible. According to a study published in the Archives of Internal Medicine, people who ate about 1 serving of processed meat per day had a 20% higher chance of dying from heart disease or diabetes. Another study in the British Medical Journal found that people eating more than 20 grams of processed meat a day had a higher risk of colorectal cancer. It's a high price to pay for the convenience of a quick sandwich, isn't it? But don't despair. There are healthier alternatives available. When it comes to our diets, we all have the power to make choices that can significantly impact our health. Instead of reaching for that package of processed lunch meat, why not consider some of these healthier options? Lean meats are a fantastic alternative. They provide the protein you need, without the high levels of sodium and potentially harmful chemicals found in processed options. Think chicken, turkey, or even fish. When shopping, look for cuts labeled as loin or round, as these tend to be the leanest. If you're open to plant-based proteins, options like beans, lentils, and tofu are not only good for you, but also incredibly versatile. They can be used in a variety of dishes, from salads and soups to stir-fries and casseroles. Plus, they're packed with fiber, which helps keep you feeling full and satisfied. Homemade meals are another great alternative. Yes, they might require a bit more time and effort, but the benefits are well worth it. When you cook at home, you have complete control over what goes into your food. You can use fresh, whole ingredients, limit your use of salt, and avoid harmful additives altogether. And let's not forget about eggs. Despite some misconceptions, eggs can indeed be part of a healthy diet. They're nutrient-dense, providing essential nutrients like choline for brain health. Just remember, moderation is key. Finally, consider the power of fruits and vegetables. They're low in calories, high in nutrients, and can be used in countless ways. Add them to your sandwiches, use them in salads, or enjoy them as snacks. The possibilities are endless. Remember, every small change in your diet can make a big difference to your health. It's not about perfection, but progress. With each healthier choice you make, you're taking a step towards a healthier, happier you. We all have the power to make healthier choices. It starts with a simple act, reading food labels. This small step can reveal a wealth of information about what we're putting into our bodies. Choose products that are organic or nitrate-free, those that are low in sodium and free from harmful chemicals. And remember, there's nothing quite like a meal made at home. You control the ingredients, and ultimately, you control your health. So let's make a commitment today to prioritize our well-being and the well-being of our loved ones. Your health and the health of your family is in your hands. Choose wisely.